Hey, welcome back to another episode of Get Out Fishing, guys. So this weekend, I'm excited because I'm going to fish a bass tournament for the very first time up at Lake Gaston. And one of the things I realized I needed for this tournament is I needed some cull tags. Well, if you guys have fished tournaments at all, and some of you guys have, I know, you know they're expensive. If you go to Bass Pro Shop, they're like $50 for the nice ones. You can get some for about $20, but they have an old clip on them like the old style stringers used to have. You got to poke a hole in the fish's lip, and I didn't want that. So I went about trying to find some supplies to make my own today, and I found what I needed for a little less than $10 at my local Walmart. And I'm going to show you guys today how I made some do-it-yourself cull tags. Check it out. Alright, so let me show you guys what I found at Walmart today. So found this 12-piece mini spring clamp set, and one of these packages was broken at Walmart, and so I was able to pull this spring out. I was concerned about if it was going to be strong enough to stay in the fish's mouth or not. That's a powerful little clamp right there, but I think it's going to be fine. The only thing I'm not a fan of is these are metal, may possibly rust, but I've actually got enough for at least 2 sets of cull tags that I can make out of this. Then I picked up 2 packages of bobber. This was, these clamps were like $4.88, just under $5. These bobbers right here were $1.36 a piece, and I'm going to take the plastic piece out of the middle of them, and I'm going to run a string up through it, put the string through the clamp using this shoestring right here. I was going to get some paracord, but the paracord was fairly cheap. It was like $2 for a big roll of it, but it was too big to go through this hole right here. So I got this set of shoestrings. It's a little bit smaller diameter, and it'll go through the hole of this, and then I'm going to drill a hole in these clamps on the end, tie a knot in it, tie a knot on the end of this, and I should have a good set of cull tags. So let me show you guys how I'm going to put it all together. So this little do-it-yourself project is very simple. You only need a few tools to get it done, and it'll only take you just a few minutes. I made one of these just a few minutes ago, and I'll show you guys how I put it all together in just a second, but literally took like a minute to do it. So you probably do the whole project and make 5 of these in 5 to 10 minutes. It's pretty easy. So the first thing you're going to need is a tape measure, just so you can measure out the length of the shoestring. And what I did is I cut the string to 14 inches so I could tie the knots on both ends and end up with something close to about a 12-inch cull tag. Looks like this right here with the bobber and the clamp attached. Second thing you're going to need is just a lighter so you can burn off the end on the end of the string, which I did right here, and a pair of scissors to cut the shoelaces, and then a cordless drill with an 1/8 inch drill bit, because on these clamps that I bought from Walmart, you probably can't see it, but I'll be able to show it to you a little bit closer in a minute, but there's a hole already made on both sides of these clamps. It's an 1/8 inch hole, got an 1/8 inch drill bit. I basically just puncture a hole through it so I can run this shoelace through the hole, and I'm going to show you guys how I put all these together here. It'll only take a second, so let's get started. Alright guys, so I've switched over to my chest camera here so I can work with both hands and show you what I'm doing right here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in these clamps. Alright, step number 2, I'm going to remove the ends on each one of these bobbers. We're not going to need those. We're going to run the shoestring all the way through. Use that, pull that out maybe. There we go. Another use for that clamp, eh? Pull the tips out of each one of those. Clamp again. There we go. Alright, so now we have holes are drilled in all of our clamps, and there's a close-up of that, and we've got the ends taken out of our bobber so we can run the string through. Now we just need to measure our shoestring, get it to 14 inches. And actually I'm going to wait to cut that because I'm going to show you guys a trick here that I realized earlier. It's going to be helpful in the way that you put these together, because The shoestring, and this is why it's good to have the shoestring, is the shoestring is about 1/8 of an inch on the end, and it goes pretty nicely through this hole. Okay, and we're going to tie off a knot on this end, but let's keep the shoestring intact so we can run it through this bobber and through the clamp pretty easily. So I'm going to go ahead and run that through, because if not, if you cut it and it frays, you're going to have to fight to get it through there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run it through these first on each one of these, and then I'm going to cut the shoestring and tie the knots in it. Again, it's pretty simple. I mean, pretty much now all we have to do is cut these down to 14 inches and tie knots in them, and we're done. Pretty quick project. And it's cheap, which again is what I like. This is again just under $10 for this project, and regular call tags at Bass Pro Shop cost you $50 for the good ones, $20 for the bad ones. There we go. So now I've got all 4 of them put on there and they're ready to go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to cut them down to 14 inches and we'll tie our knots in them and we'll be good to go. Alright, and then from here, I'm just going to tie a quick knot in it right here. I'm going to push the knot down as close as I can to the end here, like that. I'm going to singe off the end. And then on this end right here, we'll go ahead and pull that down through. It's close like that. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And then I'm going to tie a knot off on this end and push it as close to the end as I can as well. And there you go. I have a sliding bobber on a cull tag like that. So, and I know you're going to, sure somebody's going to say something in the comments about the colors, because I have some colors are the same. I'm just going to take 2 of the same color ones. I'm going to put some black Sharpie on it so I can identify which ones they are. Probably going to put numbers on each one of these with a Sharpie, just to say 1 through 5, so I can identify the fish that way too. But that's it. Very, very simple. Go ahead and make another one real quick. I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot in the end of this one. And I'm going to push this down to the end again as close as I can. Go ahead and singe it. I did the other one. Pull it down like that. Come up 14 inches. Right here. Go ahead and tie a knot in this end. There it is. That one's completed as well. So you can see again, made 2 of them here in just a minute or so. Got 2 of them laid out. See if we can get another one going here real quick. Guys, there is our finished product. 5 cull tags for under $10. Took less than 5 minutes to put all that together. Maybe a little more than 5 minutes, but certainly not more than 10 minutes. Put them all together and they will work just fine. Well, so there you have it, guys. That's a pretty simple do-it-yourself project, and it'll save you some money. Like I said, pick up all the pieces you need at Walmart for just under $10, and you got yourself 5 Cull tags. And I'm going to put these to work hopefully this weekend. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like. If you think there's ways that we can improve it, or if you have some good success with it, leave us a comment down below. And if it's your first time finding Get Out Fishing, we're glad you're here. Thanks for watching the video. And I'd ask that you give us a subscribe. Just click the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell if you want. It'll give you a notification anytime we put out a new video. And again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.